Janelle here, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to harvest your comfrey leaf and also your comfrey root. So let's get started. Alright, so over here I have a very large comfrey bush that has grown pretty magnificently, but there is a problem with this bush here, and I'm really disappointed. It got some kind of mold on the leaves, and you can see, and it's white, and so I don't want to use this for medicine or anything. I'm going to actually just cut it off and put it in my compost, and this is a bummer. So I'm also not going to be able to use the root for this. So it obtained some kind of fungal airborne disease that happens to plants. I've never had my comfrey susceptible to it, so I'm surprised this has happened. But I wanted to show you just a bigger bush, a bigger specimen, and what can happen. And then we're going to go over to a newer plant that just came up this year, so it's not as large, but it's still healthy. Thanks. So now we're at a new spot in my garden, and this is a comfrey plant, and this is a much smaller plant. This came up by itself this year, and it does also have some, this is actually dieback, where the leaf is starting to die back, and it does have some little bug holes. I will not use this. This is not what I want for a nice healthy comfrey plant. So what I have here, this is Russian comfrey, and there's two types of comfrey that are here in America. There's English comfrey and Russian, and the English is lighter in color, a lighter green, broader leaf, and then the darker version is the Russian version, and it has purple flowers, which this plant is not flowering right now. So to harvest, I have my scissors, and I'm actually going to put on gloves because the comfrey leaves have hairs, and let me show you that. So the leaf has these little hairs, or the stem, all along it, and they kind of prickle and itch a little bit, and it goes actually onto the back of the leaf. And the stem, though, is very juicy. It has mucilage, which is beneficial in the healing properties. So comfrey is one of my favorite herbs, and it is extremely healing. It has the nickname Knitbone. It has been used for thousands of years to heal all kinds of skin, cartilage, bone, flesh kind of injuries, and it works so effectively. It's really a miracle plant. I have seen it do miracles, and it can be applied topically. The root is even more potent and able to do even more if you have it turned into a poultice and apply topically to bones, or to areas where you have bones that have been bruised or have a fracture, to aid in that healing process, or skin that has been even cut or burned. So comfrey can also be beneficial for lung issues and bronchioles and opening up sinuses. It's very healing to the sinuses. It doesn't open quite the same as like eucalyptus, but it's healing to those tissues in the sinus tract. So this is a staple for me. I always have comfrey. So what I'm going to do is just cut back the leaves, and I'm going to just make a little pile here. And the small ones can be used, the small pieces can be used in salad if you so choose, the real small leaves. But they are a little prickly, so I don't really like to use them that way. I really prefer my comfrey in tea form. And it can be poured, hot boiling water poured over the leaves while they're nice and fresh, or you can dry them. And it smells so good. I love the smell of comfrey. So right now I'm just cutting back the leaves, and I'm making one large pile, and I am not going to sort this till I take them inside. And you don't have to worry about cutting back or taking away too much from your comfrey plant, because the comfrey plant is so hardy, and it will just keep growing. In fact, it has cell proliferant abilities, so it causes in the body cells to replicate and heal faster. So for its own plant body, it grows much faster and more easily than some other herbs. So now I'm going to get down here and try to dig up some of the root. And so what I'm doing is, do you want to come closer? So I'm putting the shovel down close to the base, and the comfrey root can go pretty far. So I'm just pressing down as far as I can with my trowel, and I'm kind of like prying, and I feel the plant moving. And I want to get down in there. Hear things cracking and breaking. So I didn't get enough root there, but I see where the root was attached. And I'm going to try to get back in there and get some more of the root. Now the thing about these roots is you don't want to scrape off the black on the root. That is part of the medicinal aspect of comfrey root. You want to leave that on. And I see here is a good chunk. All right. So this piece has, see these roots, they're dark in color and all those stems attached. So I would just clean this off, probably rinse it in water, keep rubbing off the pieces of dirt, and I would save those roots. See if I can just get one more piece, and then I still have enough plant here that it will last and come back next year. And I just got one more little piece. So I think that's going to be it for now. Oh, there we go. So, oops. And then I just kind of put the soil back to where it was. Got another little piece of root. And you'll have to watch another video on preparing roots. You can watch my dandelion root video and get an idea of how to get dandelion roots ready for tea. It's a similar process, but I'll probably make one specific for comfrey later on. So I just wanted to come over here and show you my other comfrey plant. This is the English version that has broader leaves, and I should have the other ones to compare, but mainly I wanted you to see the lighter color. This is it's like a yellow-green color. It still has the hairy stem. It still has a similar comfrey. It definitely has a comfrey taste, but the leaves are a lot lighter in color. And I think I prefer the Russian version myself.